Most of the women or ladies we see today, they are single mothers. You see a lady between 20 to 25 years, 2 children, 3 children, no husbands. And one thing I know is that they didn't get themselves, pregnated. Somebody did that. One man somewhere got them pregnated and left, maybe for some reasons or even for some funny reasons. So if you're a single lady, you are not married yet, I'm giving you this advice. Please, I will suggest that you don't marry. Get a baby for yourself. Be financially okay. Get a job or get a good business that will take care of you and your baby. That baby, in return, if you can afford to take care of two, please take care of two. In return, they will take care of you at your old age.
Please don't make the mistake of listening to a man when it comes to what you should do with your life. A man has not lived your experiences. A man doesn't understand the struggles that women face in societies. Not to talk of coming to stand up and start giving you advice about what you should do with your fertility. You can see that he's even confused. What does he mean? Don't let a man make you, what's it called, a single mother. Make yourself a single mother. This is so-called advice is simply feeding into that narrative that motherhood is what makes a woman worth something in life. So even if there's no man in her life, she should do whatever it takes to become a mother. And so if you're not a mother, then you're nothing. And he's not talking about the motherhood penalty for you as a woman, whether you're in a relationship or not in a relationship. Because in as much as women who are in relationship with men still struggle to take care of their children, in the same way, those struggles still remain if you have to take care of a child by yourself. And it doesn't matter if it's one child, 2 children, three. Each child is unique and you face different challenges when it comes to nurturing them in the way that works. So him now saying, okay, have a child by yourself and then start a business or a job, that's just silliness. I am not saying that it is an impossibility, but would he also give that same advice to a man who says, oh, I don't really want to hang out with girls. Oh, girls are gold diggers. Will he say, my dear man, you know what you're going to do? Women out there are really bad. Oh, so I'm advising you not to marry. Just go out there, go and do surrogacy, pay them the millions and collect your baby. And then you start a business by yourself. You'll be taking care of the business and you'll be nurturing the baby. You see that they will give men different advice. When you talk about that to a man, it sounds very silly. They'll be like, why will I burden myself with a child? Because they feel like it is not something that men should do. So for them, even when they say men are supposed to be fathers, we want our legacy. Even though they want their legacy, they don't want to be involved in the day-to-day stress of nurturing. But they think, okay, you are a woman, you should be involved in the day-to-day stress and you should still be able to work and all that. Running a business is hard. Nurturing children is hard. So combining the two makes life way more difficult. Now, there's this video I came across some time ago. There were two people, a man and a woman. Two of them were running. Then suddenly the woman was carrying one baby and then she was still running. Then the man started to outpace her. Then she had 2 children and then the man was running and it became more difficult and the man outran her. So what does that depict? It simply means that carrying children along on this journey of life as a woman, if you think, oh, motherhood is what defines me, I'm going to have children and I'm going to go out there and run my business, as he's advising, you can't go too far. Yes, a few women have been able to do that, but if you go and ask them, they will tell you it is not easy. Not everybody can do it. So him giving that advice is simply saying, hey, we are telling you that you're going to be a mother. You know you need to be a mother. That's what fulfills you. But what they're trying to do is to make the playing field unequal. So the men run freely while the women run by themselves. Right? So he's talking about old age. It is your children that will take care of you. The men, are they saying the same thing? Men know that, okay, even if I make my money, I can pay for care in my old age. Who says that women have to wait for their children to take care of them? How many parents can say, what's the ratio of parents that can say, in my old age, my children are taking care of me to the max? Many children would want to take care of their parents, but life is so tough now that at least if you're seeing your child crying and your parent is somewhere, it becomes a difficult one. Majority of people will say, let me feed my family first. So what is he saying? So my dear ladies, if you have for some reason bought into that notion that it is wifehood and motherhood that defines who you are as a woman, I want you to understand that it is a wrong notion. Yes, you can make that choice, but it's important for us to sit down and really think about life and say, what do I really want from life? Like, do a deep dive, critically look at what those roles will take away from you, because those are just roles. You are you. Your life is your life. But being a wife and being a mother, they are roles, they are responsibilities, and we have been made to idolize and romanticize them. But I want to encourage you, go use AI and type in, tell me the honest truth about the motherhood penalty and what it will cost me to be a wife in a patriarchal society. And when you have looked at the whole implication, everything that AI is going to pull up for you, then you'll be able to decide for yourself, is this really what I want my life to be about? And don't forget that every one of us here on earth is here for an assignment. When God created Adam and Eve, he said we're here to increase, multiply, replenish, subdue the earth, and have dominion. So you have to contribute to management of the earth. So understand that wifehood and motherhood are just extras. You are here on an assignment, even if you never marry, even if you never have children. God has given you gifts and talents. There's a calling on your life. He said, before you were born, I have ordained you, I have chosen you, and I ordained you for whatever purpose it is. So figure out that purpose and ask yourself, if I become a wife and if I become a mother, will I still be able to do this all consuming passion? Will I be able to fulfill this? And if it is, you're not going to be able to do it with ease, then you can consider whether it's something you want to do. I'm a wife and I'm a mother. I have a husband that is involved and all that, and I love my children. But at the end of it all, I can admit that me chasing purpose is way difficult. Doing it, making sure I'm carrying my husband and my children along, it is way difficult than it was when I was doing it as a single. So I want you to use this information. Think about your life. What is it that you really feel like God has called you to? Many of us wives and mothers are giving you this information on a platter of gold. Our mothers, many of our mothers weren't completely transparent with us on this. So do with this information what you will. And maybe you'll thank me in the future.